Welcome back. This is Brandy. I'm just sharing a little bit about what happens to the body when you are going through a breakup or you've dealt with a betrayal. So we talked about the emotional response. Let's talk about the physical response. Some of the things that are affected when you go through a breakup or even a betrayal is your body responds physically. Your sex hormones. I think most people don't know that, but your sex hormones are affected. You either have a high sex drive or a low sex drive. Your body also releases extra estrogen, which is in both men and women, which makes you more sensitive to stress. You also have lower testosterone, which can affect some men's ability to perform when these things happen, right? And high estrogen levels in both men and women lead to depression, which is another physical symptom of betrayal and breakup. Your brain jumps in immediately and it tries to correct that feeling of feeling like you've lost something, right? Those neurotransmitters in your brain immediately try to help. But because you're so stressed, what starts to happen is you can't think straight. You're crying, you may overeat. Sometimes some people don't eat at all. Some people overwork out, some people overwork. So many things that happens to you in that moment. And your mental response is slow. Your ability, like if you're sarcastic, your ability to be quick with is kind of slow as well. All of that is depending on the physical. So what can you do about that, right? All these physical things that are happening to you, what can you do about that? One of the things I would suggest is grounding. Grounding is a technique we use with clients, especially me. I use it with clients, I use it with kids, I use it with adults. And what grounding is, it takes you back and it puts you in a happy place. So I'm gonna show you a grounding exercise that I do. You close your eyes, and while your eyes is closed, you take yourself back to a place before the hurt, before the breakup, before the betrayal, and you take yourself back to a place or even a recent place you've been that made you happy. So I'm gonna take myself back to a place that really made me happy. I was on the beach in Aruba. I could feel the sand under my feet. I could feel the wind in my hair. I could taste the pina colada. I could smell the palm trees. I could hear the breeze off the ocean. And during this time of grounding, what I'm doing is I'm taking myself back and I'm feeling these things as my eyes are closed and I'm swaying a little bit because I can feel it. And then I take a couple of deep breaths to give myself an excuse to be able to calm the body down before I return back to what is my normal activity. I slowly open my eyes and it brings me back to where I was. But now my body is calm, my stress level is lowered, and I can now focus a little bit more. And I would suggest you do that simple activity several times a day if you find yourself really stressed out. Another fun activity that I do that you can do anywhere, even in the middle of a meeting, even if you're talking to your uncle, your aunt, your children, is tapping. Tapping is, we have tapping zones. So you can tap up here, you can tap here, and you can tap here. And then some people tap their stomach. Some people do the karate chop, which is right here, tap. So when I tap, I like my collarbones. I tap 3 times and I say something. So for example, I'll say 1, 2, 3, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And tapping helps to calm the nerves. So these are just some ways you can use to get rid of the physical sensation that you've experienced as a result of hurt and betrayal. Please leave a comment below and let me know if you try these, how did they work, and if you would like any more strategies.